Vinicius Oliveira has the cardio of an 80-year-old smoker, and Jolton Almeida has a learning disability. Those are my two biggest takeaways from this card. Honestly, a pretty good Apex card. The first one of the year, the first fight night of the year of the new Paramount deal. It went well. Let's just get straight into it. The main event, Mario Bautista absolutely dog walks Vinicius Oliveira in 2 rounds and gets a dual Bronx level transition into a rear naked choke. Absolutely nasty. I picked Mario Bautista by decision. I could have seen a late finish from Vinny gassing out, which he gassed out way earlier than expected. I mean, that's what happens when you cut 50 fucking pounds, I guess. Mario Bautista, right? Starts off a little bit slow. Like, Vinny's doing good with his kicks and stuff like that. But Mario Bautista, as the fight gets going, he's doing good with his hands. He's doing good defensively. Not really letting Vinny just come and maraud forward like he does. Kind of getting out the way, using his angles well. Got good boxing, get the boxing advantage here. Went good to the body, which may have been a factor, a catalyst for Vinicius Oliveira gassing out early. Vinicius also tried to wrestle early on, which I was kind of surprised by. And he went aggressive on it, but then Mario Bautista went to his own wrestling and just kind of like, he was able to get the rest. I don't know what his takedown attempts, 5 out of 7. That's very good. Like, I'm saying Vinicius went aggressive in it early. His one takedown attempts, he was just like on it for a while. Mario Bautista, 5 out of 7 from the takedowns. And, you know, it was just trending in that direction. Like in the first round, I was like, okay, might be close. And then a few seconds later, or a few minutes into the round, I'm like, okay, now Mario Bautista is finding his flow. He's landing on offense. He's getting better in the grappling, the wrestling. And then the second round comes and Vinicius also at the beginning of his fight, I was like, okay, he's coming with a more technical approach. Maybe this will be a closer fight. And he looked good early on. Looked like he was effective with his game plan. His hands were up kind of. He wasn't like just walking forward and doing nothing, like just kind of like this. But as the fight went on, he got gassed in like the second round. Second round, he was gassed. He was like, because Mario Bautista was wrestling him, like aggressive, pushing at pace, which Mario Bautista does really good, pushing a really good pace. And he just kind of like, I'm like, bro, what are you serious? Like, I understand you cut a lot of weight, but gassing out in the second round, like, bad. He was like, mouth breathing, like, bad. Like, and then Mario Bautista got him against the cage, goes for a kick. Vinicius catches it, sweeps him. Mario Bautista reverses it, gets on top, gets him in a crucifix, lands nasty elbows, makes Vinicius Oliveira kind of like be urgent and get out of there quick, gets out of there. Almost has a nice Kimura where Vinicius has a scramble. Mario Bautista gets on his back and within an instant has a deep ass rear naked choke, just like pressing against the neck, nasty. And Vinicius Oliveira tapped quick. He was out of there. I'm sure it was even worse, like, because you're gassed and you're like, you can't breathe already. And this guy's restricting your breathing. Absolutely nasty performance from Mario Bautista. Very impressive. Better than I expected. I didn't realize Vinny's grappling was so ass. Maybe I didn't watch film on this fight, honestly. Or any of the fights in this card. I didn't have time this week. And I was also being lazy and procrastinating for my schoolwork that I needed to get done. But my prediction was like Mario Bautista was going to win all around, but make it to a decision. I should have known, dude. Vinicius Oliveira's gas tank is ass. Like, I knew it was bad, not great. I thought maybe he could go through the first 3 rounds pretty normal, and then the last 2 rounds be gas. But Mario Bautista is aggressive. He's good. I didn't realize he was that skilled. On the ground, especially. On the ground, I didn't know his grappling was that A1 for Mario Bautista, but he caught out Corey Sandhagen, which I like, but I think there's 2 other options for Corey Sandhagen that might happen. I think Sean O'Malley at the White House or Peyton Talbot sometime around there as well. Maybe at the White House, but Peyton Talbot might be a little too liberal for this current administration and getting him on there. So, because I mentioned that in my last video, Sean O'Malley could be fighting Corey Sandhagen in the White House, or if he fights like Umar or sits out Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen can get Peyton Talbot, kind of push Peyton Talbot up. I could see Mario Bautista fighting a Song Yadong. That'll be a very fun fight. I'll pick Mario Bautista to win that one. And Song Yadong just called him out actually on Twitter for the Macaw card that's happening May 30th, I think. May 30th, Macaw Fight Night. I think that would be a great headliner. You could definitely do that. Makes sense too. I think 6 versus 9 or something like that. Makes sense. So Yeah, Mario Bautista, amazing performance. Vinicius Oliveira might have to move up or just keep fighting shitters at the division like Kyler Phillips. Next up, co-main event, Kyoji Horiguchi, as expected. I think everyone called this. Except I saw one guy on Twitter said Amir Albazi money line. I'm like, think you're a little dumb. But Kyoji Horiguchi, as expected, just beats the shit out of Amir Albazi. 98-9-20 on total strikes. I think the significant was 73-16, even worse than the ESPN app. He was a big favorite. It makes sense. Amir Albazi is coming off a almost a year and a half layoff. His last fight was Brandon Moreno. He looked like shit. Like he didn't know how to strike. He struggled with the fast guy who has good movement on the feet. And Kyoji Horiguchi's just at another level, you know? He's at another level, Kyoji Horiguchi. Obviously he has the technical ability. He was defending takedowns very well. Obviously you see 0 for 7 right there from Amir Albazi. Kyoji Horiguchi defend them all. He has good scrambles and reversal. We saw that in the Taguir Ulanbekov fight. We didn't see that here because there wasn't anything needed. He didn't even need it to get to the ground. He has good technical ability in the feet, a good jab, a good right hand, good kicks that he didn't really use too much in this fight. I think it was 68 out of his 73 strikes, or on the ESPN about 68 out of 75 were to the head. He didn't really use it too much. He was just beating up to Amir Albazi to the head. He landed really nice shots. He wobbled him twice, got him jelly-legged in the second and third round. Didn't really chase the finish too crazy, but I understand. Amir Albazi recovered pretty well. But the main thing with Kyoji Horiguchi is his movement. Like, it helps him control the pace of the fight. It's like, I'm going to come in when I want to. I'm going to get on my back foot when I want to. I'm going to move around however I want, whenever I want. He's so light on his feet. And for being, 35, 36 years old, a lot of mileage in this game at the top 5 rounders. And, bro, he's like 40 fights in his career, and he's moving around like a fucking feather, dude. He's just like so light on his feet. He's like gliding around the octagon, but it's an amazing weapon. Amir Albazi you can't catch him. Like, he's gonna be moving around, and he's not gonna get tired either. He will have a good pace. He threw 163 strikes, landed 99 and 73 significant strikes, and just moving around at a crazy pace, and not even getting tired. He has a lot of potential to become champ in this division. He's a tough fight for everybody. Every possible champ. Pantoja, Van, Kopp, or Tyro. Those are the 4 guys who have potential to be champ right now. He's right up there with them. He could beat any one of them any given night, I think. He's very, very good. I want to see him one more, though. But let's go back to his movement. His movement, like, moving in and out. He has very good range management. He's a small guy. He's not that big, but he has very good range management in and out. And his blitzes are really good. Because he's already powerful a little bit. And when he blitzes, he brings even more speed, more unpredictability, and more power, more momentum. Force equals mass times acceleration. I don't know if that applies here, but whatever. The amount of force you have in your fist, mass times acceleration, you have 100, whatever pounds he is, 35 maybe in the cage, 40, and you get the acceleration, the more acceleration from the boom, the little blitz that he does in, the Karate Kid, the gooch blitz. I mean, bro, he's really good at his movement. Like I said, it just allows him to control the pace of the fight, and his cardio and his pace that he can put on is amazing. So he controls the pace and keeps the pace very high. It's a very dangerous game, and he's well-rounded skill-wise. I want to see him one more. I think Van should fight either Kopp or Tyra. It's looking like Kopp. I think Kyoji should take on Tyra in that fight. That's a very interesting one for me. That's a tough fight to choose. I don't think Tyra is that high output, so maybe he loses off points. Maybe he gets the grappling going and controls Kyoji, maybe subs him. You never know. I have a hard time picking that fight right now, honestly. Like I said, Kyoji's a hard matchup for anyone with his skill, his IQ, his experience. I want to see him get one more, either a rematch with Kopp or a new fight with Tyra. Whoever doesn't get the title shot, which I think will be Tyra. You could do that maybe Macau. I know they're not Chinese or Japanese, but send them over there, or like a Japanese. If they do a Japanese pay-per-view in May for like Oberg Yuri, but I think that's probably going to be in April. Whatever. But get that fight, I think, booked pretty soon. Whoever doesn't fight Van, Kopp or Tyra, which I think, like I said, I think will be Tyra. Next up, oh my God, the terrorist of the sport. I like Jailton Almeida, but it's like, come on, dude. Come the fuck on, Jailton Almeida. Like I said in the beginning, he has to have a learning disability. There is no way you go from the fight with Alexander Volkov, where you get 11 minutes out of 15 minutes of a fight. You control the fight. You get takedowns at will. You lose the fight because a guy on the bottom is doing more damage than you. You should think you think, oh, I should be more active and do more damage. No, let me just fucking. There was 2 points where this fight took place. On the feet, obviously, and in the clinch. They didn't get to the ground because Jota Almeida was 0 of 8 on takedown attempts. He didn't really set them up well. He just kind of went in, and Kuniev's so big and round. Like, he's a thick motherfucker, Kuniev. He's a fucking, like, he's big. He's a big-ass fucking fat shit. And he's hard to take down. Like, he's hard to get your hands around. So, yeah, he was doing good, softening the takedowns. But then they would get to the clinch, right? And Jota Almeida would be against the fence. Rizvan Kuniev would be pushing in there. And Rizvan in here is finding body shots, uppercuts, little pitter-patter shots to the head. Yeah, little pitter-patter shots to the head. I was looking at the 6 strikes count. Wait, what was it? I didn't look at Jalton's. 31 of 43, okay. Pitter-patter in the clinch. But look at the total strikes, 50 to 102. Pitter-patter strikes in the clinch, while Jota Almeida is just kind of standing there and controlling a wrist or just pushing him away and just kind of, he's just like relaxed, like, shit, man. Just chilling, man. Chilling. Against a cage, chilling. Shit, man. Shit. Y'all watching this fight too? I think, like I said, with like these fighters, like I think Jota Almeida might enjoy gay porn. The way he just likes to hug these guys and lay on them and just kind of feel them up. Doesn't really do damage. He's a very intimate, sexual guy, I feel, with other boys. As we've seen in his last few fights, the Derek Lewis fight, the Volkov fight, just kind of likes to lay on them and make love, you know, and not fight. So in this fight, like I said, and he had no urgency to get off the cage when he was clinching. No urgency. He had urgency one time. He gets off the cage like this. I think it was in the second round, but Kuniev's doing more active. And then on the feet, Kuniev's more active as well. And Kuniev's not some crazy striker. I don't even remember much of his kicks, if he had any. But he was all hands working. He was landing on Jota Almeida. He's explosive. He's a little athletic for his size and stuff. But Jota Almeida is more athletic, more explosive. A better arsenal of strikes. He did land some good body kicks and stuff, like front kicks. And when he was going with his hands, when he was going forward, putting Kuniev on the back foot, he was landing well. Like his hooks, and he put his combos, 3-4 punches. He was landing well. But he would see that success and then not do it for another 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. He didn't pile it up. It's like, okay, he comes forward, Kuniev, boom, 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 like gets hit, boom, 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 and then Jota Almeida stands back and stands at range for a little bit. They go against the clinch in the cage and nothing. It's like, bro, come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, it might be his coaches too. His coaches might be dumb as well because you're not giving him proper advice. He should have stopped the takedown attempt after a certain round. Have some urgency to get off the cage. Don't even try to engage in any striking on the cage in the clinch. Get out and be active on the feet. It was that simple. That simple. He could have easily won this fight. It was a close fight, but Kuniev clearly won it for me. And then Jota Almeida was also mad against the cage when the fight's getting separated. He's getting booed in the fucking apex like a Roman Murphy. 16-0! Yeah! 16-0! Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. And just, he's bitching. He's like, he lost the fight. He was like, dude, I like Jota Almeida. I don't mind him. But fuck, dude, ever since that Derek Lewis fight, he's been on like this decline with everything. So, whatever, bro. That's my take on this fight. I think everyone could agree it was a terrorist attack. This card is going really well as well. Next up, Mikhail Oliveira versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Marc-Andre Barriault impressed me with his chin, impressed me with his performance. He had a good performance. Mikhail Oliveira, a little shaky. He looked good on the feet. His body kicks were good. His striking was good as usual on the front foot. But that was in the first round. It looked like Marc-Andre Barriault was just kind of surviving and playing defense. Mikhail, because he's explosive and very powerful, maybe he gasses out, which he did a little bit in the second and third rounds. And Marc-Andre Barriault in the second round won because when he was on the front foot, Mikhail Oliveira didn't have great defense or offense. And Marc-Andre Barriault was able to get this in the clinch and kind of bully him. He was bullying him, son, you know? So he's bullying him in the clinch, which is a bad look on Mikhail Oliveira. And but when it was this kind of fight was kind of it was a scrap. Like I said in my prediction video, I think I could see this being a 3-round scrap, which it was. Marc-Andre Barriault almost went down in the first round. it was a scrap, like I said. Mikhail Jacek, what was I gonna say? Oh, it was whoever was like on the front foot was basically winning this fight, and majority of the time Mikhail Jacek was on the front foot. First and third round, third round was all Mikhail. Second round, mostly Marc-Andre Barriou, the power bar or whatever the fuck his name is, power bear. And third round was mainly Mikhail Jacek, and he won that. It was a close fight, but Mikhail Jacek won. He looks more improved, but nothing impressive. He has a lot of shaky areas in his game, honestly. Like I said, on the back foot, dealing with pressure, and then the clinch. He looked like he got bullied a little bit. And his striking was a little predictable. He just kept trying for a big left hand, it looked like. Good fight, though. Good scrap. We got fight of the night. Next up, Gene Matsumoto versus Farid Basharat. Split decision. It was closer than I expected. Gene Matsumoto impressed me a little bit. It was impressive. From Farid, or from Gene, got 7 takedowns. Wow. But he got 7 takedowns. Didn't really do much with them. Farid Basharat was doing good scrambling, kind of getting back to his feet. It was just kind of like those quick takedowns, if I remember correctly. And this fight mainly was Farid Basharat being able to keep his range and stay on the outside dance, kick, jab. He had really nice jabs in this fight. Busted up Gene Matsumoto's face. He had some stitches right here. And Gene, when Gene got in the boxing ranges, he was able to land like some good hooks and some good straight shots, but just not enough. I think it was more who could get in their range on the feet, and Farid Basharat did a better job at staying in his range, staying at the longer kickboxing ranges. I think he had a moment where he hurt Gene Matsumoto, but again, not a crazy fight, but it was a good scrap. Good scrap. I thought Farid Basharat won that. I forgot what rounds, honestly. This fight was, I don't know, I forget. It wasn't that long ago, but people forget, man. People have short-term memory loss. So good fight from Farid Basharat. These are two really. Gene Matsumoto could definitely be ranked one day. He's 26. Farid Basharat's 28. Should get a ranked opponent next. Give him someone like a Chito Vera with a loss, maybe, or something like that. Maybe a Kyler Phillips with I think actually Charles Jourdain probably getting Kyler Phillips. I can see that matchup. But yeah, Farid Basharat, good win from him. Good win from him. Then Dustin Jacoby versus Julius Walker. I did not watch this fight. What I heard was Dustin Jacoby pieced him up early on. Julius Walker was able to control him later on in the first round. And then early in the second round, that's when I got out of the shower. I was naked in my living room because I heard oh! Was it that late in the round? Oh, no. Was that early? Okay. So I heard because Dustin Jacoby landed a big 1-2, dropped, or hurt Walker, dropped him. I thought this fight could have been stopped a little bit earlier. It wasn't terrible because Julius Walker was still kind of in there, but there's a few times where he looked like just kind of out of there. Dern Mergliata, another shitty ass performance. I don't know what his last one was, where it was very, very shaky. Was it the Matt Frivola and Kyle Nelson fight? Was that him? I think that was him where he stopped the fight with 3 seconds left and then kept going, and then Dan Mergliata is another dumbass on this card. There's a lot of them. But I think this fight could have been stopped a bit earlier. Let me see the control time, if there is any. No, okay. So yeah, but Justin, it kind of went as expected. I thought it would be more of a decision type of fight, or later on in the TKO fight from Dustin Jacoby, kind of finding his range a little more, and then this guy gassing Julius Walker. Julius Walker's decent. That's why I think he's pretty decent. Maybe I overrated him a little bit. I didn't watch the fight yet. I'm going to watch it back, but he did get TKO'd. I wasn't surprised. I picked Dustin Jacoby by decision. I said could see KO later on in the fight, but it happened on the earlier half of the fight. And Julius Walker, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. I wasn't ever impressed with him on the feet. His grappling's decent, but getting a decision win over Rafael Cacaro when everyone else is beating his ass in a minute, it's not good looks, you know what I mean? So that was it for the main card. I did not watch most of the prelims except for these two. If we could talk about these a little bit, I don't care. Jacob Wicklach, heard he was losing this fight, losing round 1, round 2, and then round 3 he actually won on the scorecards 29-28, but still got the last second submission, 1 second left in the fight. Moon Gaffarov, it looked like he did a thumbs up and then tapped with one hand, and then right before the bell rang, and then the bell rang, he tapped with the other. Marab said Moon Gaffarov tapped because he heard the bell, but it's why would you tap? the bell should just make the guy stop, I guess. So yeah, I mean the scorecards were literally all 29-28 Jacob Wicklacz on the judges because they scored it like it was the fight ended because I know they reviewed it. But yeah, so whatever. Wayne Kong won. Jabir Bashar won. I heard Gianni Vasquez had some good moments on the in his grappling and stuff and on the feet. So he probably gets signed. It was a few days' notice. He did miss weight though, which is a problem. Bruno Brazil and Kellen Souza did not watch this shit. Nico Price versus Nikolai Varetnikov. This is when I got home. I was at the Everglades taking some pictures, if you don't know, in the wildlife photography. So got some nice pics today. Alligators, birds, whatever, turtles. Nikolai Varetnikov. I turn on the fights. I see a big fucking 10, 20, 30 second, whatever it was, 20, 30 seconds in the fight. I just see the left side of Nico Price's face, just it's all red or pink, whatever. I'm like, all right, bro. And then, like, he gets the ass beat for the whole fight, kind of. And then on a nasty finishing sequence from Nikolai Varetnikov. I think he landed a big right hand and then a knee. A big right hand that pretty much almost put Nico Price out. A big knee to rock him. A nasty elbow, which basically put him out, I think. And then another, like a 1-2 combo. Like, not two combo, like a two-piece combo. And then Nico Price was out on his feet. It was pretty nasty. It was very nasty. But Nico Price, I said by decision. I should have went by KO. I said KO, maybe late KO. Looking at this fight, I haven't seen much of Nikolai Varetnikov. I didn't know his finishing ability, but I should have known it's Nico. I thought Nico Price, it would be a little bit harder to get out of there. He has some good ability to survive. He did get knocked out by Robbie Lawler in 40 seconds, so 3 years ago. So, retirement Robbie Lawler as well. Maybe not a great pick. I picked Nikolai Varetnikov, but maybe KO wasn't the greatest, or decision wasn't the greatest one with slow-mo Nico Price. So, yeah. Nikolai Varetnikov, I don't know who's next. I don't give a fuck. We got Danilo Donchenko versus Alex Morono. This turned into a scrap. No, not really a scrap, because Danilo Donchenko did piece him up. Landed really good low kicks early on. Pushed the pace. Almost got him out of there in the first round, Alex Morono. Or Danilo Donchenko did. Like, got him to the ground. Got a nasty knockdown, I think it was. Landed some big ground and pound elbows. Cut him open. And then kind of like, Morono survived and then got up. He's like jumping up, throwing punches back and shit. I'm like, okay. Morono is a dog. He's got some heart in him, but he just really didn't have any moments in this fight. It was a bit of a scrap, though. Danilo Donchenko beat up that leg, and Morono was still standing after getting his leg beat up and getting that beat down on the ground. Almost a 10-8, probably a 10-8 round early on. I think some judges scored it that way. And then the next 2 rounds were good. But Danilo Donchenko, he has potential. He has a lot of potential. I think he's only, 30, 31. He has some potential in this round fight, or in this game. In this organization. Good fighter, you know? But, yeah, he gets the job done by decision. A lot of people pick KO. I picked KO round 1, round 2 maybe. I think I said late round 1, early round 2, so I was close. I was the closest he got to finishing. It was late round 1, but Morono's a dog. He had a really good chin this fight, and got scrappy, man. So that's it. That's my recap of this card. It was a pretty good, fun Apex card. I think these next few fight nights are gonna be good. We have a break next week, and then after that we have the Houston card, which is gonna be very, very good. Headlined by Strickland Hernandez. We got Medic and Neal. We got Spivak and Delija. Steel Kyung Ko just dropped out of his fight with Jacoby Smith. The opponent's still TBD. We'll see who steps in there. I was excited for that fight. That would have been a really good contender fight. But yeah, good card in 2 weeks. We had a really good start to the year. 3 great fights in a row, fight nights in a row, or cards in a row events. So yeah, subscribe for more. See you in the next one, baby. Probably coming out Monday afternoon. Next fights to make after this. See ya.